All right, we're live. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope we had a good week. If you missed it, I was live yesterday. Doing a back-to-back here, 2 days in a row. Crazy, right? I really just had a lot to talk about, so I figured, why not? But today, you see the stream title, you know what we're talking about. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But I also, I was scrolling before I started here, right? You know, just checking out what's going on in the world. And tell me why. God, now I have to go find it. And I hate that I have to go find this video. But tell me why. Tell me why motherfucking. Hold on. Why the fuck does this exist? Nick Fuentes interview featuring Hunter Biden from Channel 5 with Andrew Callie. The vibes are atrocious. Like, if you had a Geiger counter for bad vibes, it would be going off the fucking charts. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry, I've not bought into the Hunter Biden hype. I don't know how this interview or how this interview is going. I don't know what what they talked about. Maybe I'll watch it. I really don't want to. It's an hour and 40 minutes long. I'd rather not, but maybe I will. Either way, I don't know why the fuck that exists. I don't think it should. I think that should be illegal. Oh my god. I don't want to just jump right into today's topic because it's a little bit it's a little bit upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. I gave it a full week, you know, I gave it like a week to simmer, to play out, to let myself calm down a little bit. And I'm still really annoyed that this is a thing that happened. And so I want to give myself a second before we jump right into this. But oh, here, well, you know what, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this real quick. We'll do some actual news here. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. We'll do some proper news here for the first time in a while. Some hometown news. As you may or may not know, I live in the great state of Michigan, the Great Lakes state, if you will. The mitten, the smitten mitten. I've never called it that before in my life. I don't know why I just said that. It rhymed. Our dear governor, Big Gretch, who has been on a astronomical fall off the last, honestly, I'd say it's been going on for a while, but you know, recently she's really ramped up the assassination of any goodwill she had left here. But she decided to endorse Haley fucking Stevens. So I haven't actually watched this endorsement video from her yet. So let's take a look. It's about a minute. We'll just jump in. Haley Stevens posted it. She says, I am absolutely thrilled to have Governor Gretchen Whitmer's endorsement for U.S. Senate. She is a champion for our state. She understands the stakes of this race and why it's so important we elect the strongest Dem in this primary. And she gets stuff done for Michigan. Let's go win. And then let's not forget, Haley Stevens has received a ton of fucking money from AIPAC, and they have been throwing a ton of fucking money into this race to support her. So bear that in mind here, but let's see what let's see what Big Gretch has to say. Um, God, okay. Ugh.
As governor, I've had one strategy: get things done. And that strategy informs everything that I do. And that's why I'm endorsing Haley Stevens for the U.S. Senate. Just like me, Haley will do whatever it takes to get things done for the people of Michigan. And we need her now more than ever. Republicans in D.C. are making your life harder and more expensive. Tariffs, cuts to Medicaid, soaring gas prices, it's all piling on. Luckily, Haley is taking them on and putting money back in Michiganders' pockets. She helped President Obama save the auto industry and protect 200,000 Michigan jobs, brought billions home to rebuild Michigan manufacturing, took on Big Pharma to lower the cost of prescription drugs, led the fight to block Republicans from defunding Social Security. And she's standing up to Republicans right now as they jack up the price of gas, groceries, and health care. Haley is as Michigan as it gets. She grew up in a middle-class household. Her parents ran a landscaping business out of their Ford F-150, and she'll tell anyone who will listen about her first Oldsmobile. She knows what Michigan families are going through, and that's how I know she will always put Michigan first. Join me in voting for Haley Stevens on or before August 4th.
So that's it. That's the endorsement. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm unimpressed. I mean, we're getting really close to the primary here. I figured y'all would pull out all the stops, and I don't know. I just everyone's been posting this image. I posted this image. Hold on. It's really funny. I think it's very funny that that is the immediate response that so many of us have had, was just to say, "Oh, but Big Reg." What? No words needed. Like, she thought she could hide. She thought she could hide. Bitch, you're in the Oval Office. We see you. You ain't sneaky. In the Oval Office, in this bright blue blazer, motherfucking blue folders trying to hide her face. And I'm supposed to take you seriously? I'm supposed to be like, "Yep, I'll vote for the person you endorsed." Sure. Yeah, I don't think so, babe. I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say absolutely not. And then remember that time when Gretchen Whitmer went to meet at the Oval Office with Trump? A photo op with Sam Altman? Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't see this shit. I will just say I believe Sam Altman's sister. This man is an awful fucking piece of shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. Alright. Now that I've got a good laugh, in, we can get into today's topic. I feel a little bit better now. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to do it. Oh, that's so funny. Also follow me on Twitter at Loxley. You know where to, it's in it should be linked. Is it linked down below? I don't know if it's linked down below. It's linked in all my videos. It's also linked in like my channel bio, I believe. I don't know if I just don't know if it's linked under this one. Okay. Okay. We are going to get into today's topic. There were a couple things I wanted to talk about today. I still haven't decided if I want to talk about the second one because like I have things to say, but let's just say I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get to it. 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 But we are starting, and I made a PowerPoint. I made another PowerPoint. I'm really on my PowerPoint era. Big PowerPoint games here. Um, so today's PowerPoint, today's topic of discussion, very simple. Very simple topic, very simple premise here. I think you'll understand. But plaqueboymax harassed at streamer university by homophobic asshole. All right. And we have a bit of a exciting thing happening here too, because the motherfucker who did this shit decided to upload another video about it. And so I haven't watched that. We'll watch it together for the first time. But let's do this. So, all right. plaqueboymax harassed at streamer university by homophobic asshole. You've probably already seen this. You've probably already heard about it. You probably have already had your feelings about it. I'm a little bit late to the topic of discussion, mostly because I needed to sort through my feelings. I needed to sort through my feelings. I needed to sort through my thoughts. I do feel I think that this personally just hits a little bit close to home for me in ways that just like the conversations that it sparked, and it just made me feel very both frustrated but hopeful. There were moments in this that I did find actually kind of hopeful, and so we will get to that. But simply put, I'm still gonna go through what happened in case anybody doesn't know what happened. But I can click to the next slide here for you. Okay, so plaqueboymax. He is a God, I don't even know how to I'm bad at like describing people. Like if you know, you know. Um he's a streamer. I believe he's also a music producer, and he's in his, so-called Prince era right now, where which basically just means he's not necessarily presenting in a traditionally masculine way that people, associate with masculinity, or like men. So people are feeling some type of way about it. And then you have this other fucker over here, and this is OJ Swab. OJ, I don't know if it's like, I don't know. We'll see. Suave, I don't know how you say his name, but this is him. This is his TikTok, I guess. Um, but he and Max had a interaction at Kaisnat's Streamer University, which is basically what it sounds like. It's a streamer university. I don't know how else to put it. Again, if you know, you know. Um, it's just an event where streamers basically go and they stay on, I guess, a college campus, and they are, attending classes and doing shit, and they have their own camera person, and it's a whole thing. It's very popular. I'm not up to date on all the most popular shit out there, so forgive me for my ignorance when it comes to some of these things. But that's like this happened at Kai's Streamer University. And basically what happened, and I can't decide if I should give you the context beforehand here or if I should just play you the clip and then we can come back to some of the other stuff, but I do think I want you to see what this is all about, because like I want you to see some of what Max has been up to, because this is what caused this. Like, this is what people are so upset about. One of the things is this tattoo that he got, right? He got a new tattoo recently, and it says diva. Now, when I heard that this was about a tattoo that said diva, I was honestly expecting something that actually looked at least like, I don't know, what you like something that looked more feminine, like genuinely, like something that looked more like you would expect a woman to have, because that's what people were making it out to be. They were like, which is not a bad thing. If it had been that, it wouldn't have been a problem. But then you see the tattoo and it's just the fact that it says diva. Like there's nothing about this tattoo that is particularly um like like if you're somebody who feels some type of way about um if you're somebody who feels some type of way about people being about like a man having a feminine like a feminine tattoo or something like that, this is not something I would expect would upset you. It's just because it says diva. And I think that's so fucking stupid, dude. Like that is like ultimately it is, homophobia, misogyny, patriarchy, etc. But it's just so stupid. It's so stupid. Like this is what you're upset about. This is the tattoo you're upset about. This is it. This is what sparked all this. This is why this is going on. And because, he's posting videos like this.
Diva. Diva. Diva.
That's why people are mad. That's why people are being literally just straight up homophobic to Max. And as far as I know, Max is not gay. As far as I know, he is a cis straight man. He just, is experimenting with his like expression, how he presents himself, which is not surprising because he's like 20 fucking 3. I saw something like people keep trying to make the point where they're acting like Max is doing this for clout or for attention. And someone said, why is he doing this now? Like why did he start doing this all of a sudden? And it's just like, do you understand how people work? Like you grow as a person, as you get older, you experience new things and you want to explore new things. It's not crazy for somebody in their early 20s to decide to explore a new like way of expressing themselves. That's like the most normal fucking thing ever. Your early 20s at the time when you're supposed to fucking do that shit. It's just like we live in a society now where people are just like you can't even experiment with like your self-expression without it being a whole fucking big deal. So, and then again, the tattoo here.
In reverse for y'all, y'all see it the right way. It say diva though. Why I get it? Do y'all see it the right way? You do? Okay, cool. Now chat, where
So that's it. That's a tattoo. I want y'all to see that. I want y'all to take that in. That's a tattoo. You got people in the comments here. I have a feeling he's actually secretly gay. He's a cake ass dude for real, for real. Definitely swinging for both teams, no doubt. Like I'm sure some of these are bots, but also it's just like there is a level of just kind of disgusting homophobia that is still very prevalent in our society. Most of these famous niggas gotta do gay shit to become relevant slash remain relevant. This ain't new, and this is why I'll never be famous. Awesome. No, that's great. That's cool. That's so cool. So that's who that's the that's a series of events here. Like that's the players, I suppose. And now we got the actual fucking interaction, and I'm gonna just play this clip, and we'll go through it. I am gonna play the log version here because it has both um the interaction and Max's response afterwards. So we can see all of it here from start to finish, which I think is important. And then yeah. All right. So this is OJ. This is the guy. This is Max. We got that? Okay, cool.
Well, I'm just say what's up, bro. I want to see you. I'll just
See you later.
high five shot.
I'm like, damn, this nigga fly.
Okay, so I want you to notice though, immediately, how fucking excited he is to see this guy. And just watch him as he starts talking.
I'm like, damn, this nigga fly.
Won't take nigga, we'll take plastic nigga type of game. Like,
you're a diva. Why you wanna be a diva?
On some fly shit.
Why you wanna be a diva?
Some fly shit.
You're a demon. You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a.
Like immediately deflates because he was genuinely excited to see this guy, and then just immediately deflates because from what I can tell, this kind of shit's been going on for at least a while. It seemed to have been happening like throughout their time at Streamer University. Like people keep making like sly comments about Max, about his sexuality, about how he's presenting himself, etc. And so what I do think happened here was OJ kind of ended up being the final straw, I think, like the straw that kind of broke the camel's back. Like I do think it kept building up over the course of the time there, and it just kind of got to the point where he had like, he like it became too much. Like it became too fucking much to deal with because people are constantly like needling you, like poking at you, making fun of you, and you're just trying to have like a good time. You're just trying to be yourself. And then it's just like it just creates like such a toxic environment, and it's so pointless. I don't understand this. I genuinely don't. um like I live my life by like two philosophies, right? Um I don't want to make other people feel bad, and I don't want to feel bad. Those are the two things. Like I don't want to make other people feel bad, and I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to hurt other people, and I don't want to be hurt. Those are like my two, sort of main philosophies in life. And so I just don't understand people who can go out into the world and just be genuinely cruel to other people and not realize it and not have any remorse when they are. It just I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just I will say a little bit of like a trigger warning if you're particularly sensitive to like homophobia and that kind of thing.
Church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you.
Okay, so Max is better than me because I would have started swinging here. I would have started swinging. The moment you bring my parents into it, I'm gonna start swinging. Like you can't. The moment you said my parents are disappointed in me or tried to imply that my parents were like unhappy with me or something like that, I'm gonna start swinging. Like who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who actually are you? That you can be like, I think your parents are disappointed in you. I think your parents are upset at how you are living your life. You don't know me like that. And to say it on fucking stream in front of however many fucking people. Also, someone called him Cyclops, which I thought was really funny. Like, you've got people calling him James Harden, but I think the Cyclops comparison is funnier. Also, is he holding a fucking phone? I just realized that. Is he holding a phone? Or is it like his bag? I think is it no, I don't know. Is that because his bag I don't fucking know.
Farming.
No, his bag is on his other shoulder. What the fuck is he holding a phone for? Yo, what the fuck?
And you getting your clips. You pushing the persona. You smart. You loyal. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've been at this. But you are not a diva. Diva's bent over. I don't think you're bent over. You're not the little boys in Clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. Plaqueboymax. Not Plaqueboy Batty. Not Plaqueboy ass. Are you gonna tell your son that you are a diva? Daddy, what's diva? Hey, get the fuck out of here. That is an abomination, Max. I am not proud of you. I am proud of everything else you did. Nominations, changing the game, changing your skin to Batty Diva? Diva start with D. Diddy. What else? You know, it's like this, Max. And you know, I could speak like this because after the clips go up and they don't like me, I don't use social media no more, so I can be a crackhead for life. When you keep pushing that barrier, Max, when you keep pushing that barrier.
I do not understand what the fuck he meant by that. Like, social media is your fucking life. What do you mean you don't use social media? Is that not your fucking job? Is it not your job to be on social media? Like, there's always a little bit of cap when, like, creators are like, "I'm not on social media." Like, some of them aren't. Some of them are genuinely offline like that, but by the nature of the job, you kinda have to be online. You have to be at least a little bit aware of what's going on online. Like, you can't be totally logged off. There are only a there are very few content creators who can afford to be completely logged off, or completely tapped out. And I don't think OJ is one of them. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's one of them.
And time passes. What happens? What next? What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, Max.
Again, implying he's doing it for clips, implying this is not just his natural, inclination. This is not just him naturally wanting to explore, like, his self-expression and experiment with, different styles and that sort of thing, which is a totally normal fucking thing to do for a 20-year-old, for anybody, but especially for a 20 for like you're for somebody in their young 20s. Very, very normal thing to do. It's weird that people are having such a strong reaction to it. The only reason they're having such a strong reaction to it is because Max is presenting in a way that is not traditionally masculine. That is not what they expect a man to look like, to act like. And I'd argue he's not even necessarily pushing the envelope too crazy. Like, it's not like he's doing anything too crazy. It's very much giving the reactions people had to someone like Harry Styles when he put on like a skirt or something, you know? It's like it's just like you are overreacting. You are having an extreme reaction and trying to imply it's like demonic shit, trying to imply he's influencing, children with this shit and being like he's influencing the children with like demonic shit. It's just, oh my god. There is definitely we definitely have a long way to go. I will say I appreciate how Max's community did not seem to appreciate this. They were not interested. They did not fuck with this shit at all, it seems like. And it does seem like the general reaction from people online has been to push back against OJ. But there are still a lot of people that are just like, no, he's right. It's just like, what the fuck? So I do think that we are moving in the right direction. That has been some of the hopeful parts of this whole thing, is that some of the reaction has been very much better than I would have expected given the current climate, you know, given how things are going with like trans rights, for example, um, given how they're trying to, you know, roll back LGBTQ rights in general. Just given how Twitter is just full of Nazis and just awful people, I expected a lot more negativity in regards to the backlash here, but it's it could be worse. It could have been worse, but this is still just really shitty, and it's obvious that it really upset Max. And I think that OJ's doubling, tripling down has been just super fucking corny, bro. Oh my god.
They want your soul because you changed the game. Don't sell your soul. You know I have a soul. You know I don't hold my tongue. You know you the first person that ever subbed me up as a big streamer in my chat. You ain't mention it. You don't know how much I appreciate you. But you bigger than that, nigga. Don't forget niggas like you for your personality, nigga. Is you crazy? You don't need to put on no persona, nigga. You broke through with music.
Okay, this this nose scratch. Okay, universal sign of I'm about to swing on a motherfucker. Like if he stops scratching his nose, I do think he will start swinging on him. It's because he just keeps doing this motion. He just keeps doing this motion for like a good long while. Um, it's a good while before he stops doing this, and it's truly just he's trying not to punch this man on camera. Um, Jesus, dude. Ugh.
Is you crazy? Some niggas suck my dick. Niggas don't like you. It's like the character. But your main niggas like you. Don't let niggas rage bait you on your own stream. Is you crazy, nigga? You him, nigga. You not no diva, nigga. What the fuck? Oh, not drive that. That's not true. You putting the character too much. Fuck out of here. You not no diva, nigga. What the fuck? I'ma pop it because I'm not gonna get no comments today. Fuck you talking about? I'm gonna get my pussy because I want to SU. But I'm not no diva. You fly though, you got fire, I'll give you that. You have to dime me on that. You got fire. I'll give you that. You fly. You're not no diva!
Bro, this shit crazy.
Yeah. Alright, yep. Okay. Alright. Let's just yep. 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 You need your ass beat. You need your ass beat. You need your fucking ass beat. You need to learn how to fucking interact with people. Like I I just it baffles me. It baffles me that you thought this was something that you could do at all, but something that you could do on stream at that. It's genuinely sick, and not in a good way. Dude wearing a purse saying this. Because that's the other thing. Like, I mean, we'll take a little bit of a look at it later because people have been clowning on him a bit, but he's not exactly the most I'm sure that OJ has been subject to the very same sort of criticism or accusations or whatever the fuck you want to call it from people who have been like, "Oh, you're acting too feminine, or you're not acting masculine enough. You're not dressing masculine enough." So for him to turn around and do this shit to Max, it's just like, do you have an ounce of self-awareness? Do you have an ounce of just empathy? Like what is this? Is it projection? Like do you just feel some type of way about it and now you're projecting? What is it? Tell me what it is. Let me know what it is, please. I want to know.
I'm gonna end my stream. I don't really want to chill with niggas. I want to just chill. I've been streaming this whole time, and I have been having a lot of fun. You know, people just really just.
So yeah, you can see how upset he is. There are a couple things in here that he says that I want to make sure we hear. I will kind of speed this along a little bit because it is a long video.
It's just felt like, damn, I felt like I enjoyed this shit again. But, you know, the reason I turned the camera back on is because I want to be real with y'all. Like, that's why I started doing shit in the first place, because streaming ability, I feel like, all right, streaming, give me the ability to do that, you know? That's why I love it in the first place. I feel like I've always been able to be me. And even if niggas who don't fuck with me, or like viewers and fans, if they, like if they, how do I explain it, hate on me or don't fuck with me, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know them. But on my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fucked with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of hundreds of niggas? You don't care about it for real. You just know it go viral. Bitch, this is me, nigga. I'm Prince. This is me, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might test some shit. Niggas get whole world think I'm gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me. I don't care. You might think that shit because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It's one love, bro. It don't matter. Niggas gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro? So, I don't care, bro. Fuck OJ. If you fuck with me, nigga, you said that shit off camera. You could've pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that shit on camera? But it's cool. I love y'all, bro. I'm good off this shit, to be honest. I'm gonna just go chill, all right? I love y'all. But remember this always be yourself. Fuck what they say. I don't care, nigga. I'm gonna wear my wigs. I don't give a fuck. I got diva tag. I'm gonna keep it forever. This is who I am, nigga. Diva, I'm fly. I'm on my own shit. That's me. So always be yourself. Embrace what make you different, because that's what's gonna make you pop, all right? I love y'all, bro. I'm out this bitch. I don't care. This shit's been amazing, though. I'll probably go live tomorrow, but I'm not trying to party, bro. With niggas who just really, you don't give a fuck about me, bro. It's cool, but I love y'all. And I love every single nigga I've been fucking with on campus, because everyone been real and just showing love. Shout out Tano, shout out, bro, whoever, Wardrobe, shout out that nigga Wardrobe, bro. Shout out that nigga Wardrobe, because Wardrobe's himself, bro. No matter what anyone say, and they hate on that little nigga, but yeah.
So, okay, Wardrobe was his roommate, or is his roommate. I don't know if it's still going on. Wardrobe is his roommate. He's gay. He's, I believe, 17, somewhere pretty young. And so that's who he's shouting out here, which is that is relevant.
Genius, bro. He's super smart. He's funny. I'll fuck with him. He cool. He might joke, but he would never disrespect me. Niggas coming up to me saying, yo, bro, are you scared Wardrobe gonna touch you in the night? No, nigga, he's a person, bro. He's a fucking human, bro.
So that's part of also why I said that I do think this had been building up over the course of the time that they had been there, because he just said that he had people coming up to him and asking if he was afraid that Wardrobe was going to, like, assault him in the middle of the night because he's gay, which is just, you know, fucking, like, just fucking insane to fucking ask. Like, that is just straight up homophobic. That's a homophobic stereotype, and that's very textbook homophobia to ask that question, to try to even think that. So that's what he's talking about here, and that's why I do think that this had been building up, and that's why, you know, he's having this, like, strong reaction to it now, on top of just it being very upsetting. I do think that he'd been dealing with this shit for quite some time.
And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not, bro. I done made a lot of mistakes. Hella mistakes, bro. Hella mistakes.
but I'm trying to learn to do better. That's what we all need to do, bro. All right? I love y'all. This bitch Maddie. And this shit, Fox that forever. I'm gonna just go chill. And Luca finna go heal his feet. All right. All right.
All right, so that was the, that was the incident, so to speak. And one thing I did want to touch on here real quick before we move on. I think that I do think that Max mentions it later, but like the next day or something. But he talks about how.
I'm just say what's up, bro. I want to see.
Hold on. He talks about how like this is what the LGBTQ community has to go through on like a daily basis, and I did see some people being like, "Why should we feel bad for Max because he's not gay or whatever?" And one, this affects like even though this happened to Max, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect like queer people. But also Max shouldn't have to out himself in order for people to have, sympathy and empathy for him in the situation. He shouldn't have to, declare his sexuality one way or the other for people to look at the situation and be like, that's fucked up. He should not have done that. So I don't know why that's fucking something that people are even bringing up. But like, I mean, I know why, but I think it's a little bit misguided, to say the least. So after that, though, and we won't watch this whole video, but after
Well, I don't know why you trying.
after OJ and Max had that interaction, Wardrobe decided to go and confront OJ about it. And I do think like this is really important. Not just because I think it's important for people to see a young gay man sort of, standing up for his friend, being able to being able to push back against this. Like this is a sign that Wardrobe is secure in himself. He is he's confident in himself. He has no um he's secure in who he is to be able to do this, to be able to stand 10 toes down on somebody who is older than him and do it for a friend. So I do think that is something that needs to be fucking commended and recognized. And also, it's important to fucking push back against this shit because whether we like it or not, people do take their cues from like the people they watch, from the content they consume, from like the interactions that they see happening. And if you don't push back on this, then they'll get the idea that it's okay to do. Like it's not a big deal if you're outwardly homophobic to people. Like you have to show that this shit is not okay and that you will get pushback. Like we have to bring back a level of fucking shame when it comes to shit like this because people have gotten too comfortable. People have gotten too fucking comfortable. There needs to be a level of shame brought back into displaying your bigotry in full force. And this is just one of those incidences where you have to push back against this shit. You have to be like, that's not fucking cool. That's not acceptable. And like I said, I do think a lot of people had the appropriate reaction to what OJ said. They were not cool with it, but we will just take a look at Wardrobe here a little bit and see his interaction with OJ.
Well, I don't know why you trying to be funny or some talk shit about Max. Like he didn't do nothing. Did he say something to you directly?
No,
Wait, did he say something to you directly?
I went up to Max.
You went up to him, exactly.
Yeah.
So you bullied him first, right?
Oh,
so if
I
he
bullied-
say some shit about you first and it's gonna be a problem though, right?
Okay, are we gonna have a conversation here, or are you gonna walk to me and walk away? Because I'm a person with multiple perspectives.
Okay,
So
well, there could be multiple perspectives, but you still don't disrespect somebody like that. At the end of the day, that's still highly rude. If you got a problem, keep it to yourself, boo. If you don't respect nobody, then you don't get
Okay,
respect for yourself.
okay.
I know, but hold up, I'm not done.
Oh,
Then,
clock the tick.
okay, exactly. You talk about some idea, boo, 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 boo. You the one, okay?
Okay.
Second of all.
So I just want to
no,
this conversation.
hey, I'm not done.
Is this a clip?
I'm not done.
Is this a clip?
No, because I can put the cameras down.
No.
I can put the cameras down.
No, but I want to have a
No,
conversation.
because I can put the cameras
With
down.
Max walked away from me.
He walked away from you because he felt uncomfortable with you. Obviously,
Okay,
you
but
coming
I'm a
up there
person,
pressing
I'm a
him.
human being
Okay,
on
you're a
the
human
camera.
being bullying other human beings
You
over somebody that
perceive it
didn't do
as
nothing.
bullying.
He's going to the club. What the fuck do the club got to do with him doing this and that, doing this and that?
perceive it as bullying.
No, it's not.
I
I'm there.
perceive it
No.
as-
Oh, what do you perceive it
know
as?
what's crazy?
No, what do you perceive
You
it
know what's
as?
crazy?
What
I'm
do you
trying to have
perceive
a
it as?
conversation
I'm in the
with
middle
you.
of talking. You keep interrupting me. I'm actually, go ahead, talk.
Okay, so one, I had a conversation with Max. Max walked away. If Max felt away, I been knew Max. Max was one of the first streamers I knew. I feel like as a person to a person, if you feel away about something, you enlighten me. You don't walk away. Everybody talks about streaming. This when I'm talking to somebody, I'm just talking to them. I'm talking to you right now. You're looking back in your chats.
Yeah, I am because I don't listen to anything you say.
and
I'm
a
not
person.
listening to
So,
what you're
okay,
saying.
this is my
I'm not
opinion.
listening
But
to
you don't
anything you're
care
saying.
about my opinion
I
either.
really don't. I really don't give a
Exactly,
fuck because you still disrespecting
just
somebody
perceive
either
me
way.
as bullying him.
You're literally that's what you do. That's literally what you did. All clips.
You perceive it as bullying him is such a fucking telltale like sign that you don't give a fuck. Like you do not give a fuck about what you said. That is such a telltale sign of like if anybody comes to you, like you go to somebody and you're like, hey, you did this thing and it really upset me, and they're just like, oh, but you perceived it that way. That's a telltale sign that they don't give a fuck. They do not give a flying fuck about your feelings in that scenario. This man does not care. He does not give a fuck.
I'm confronting you about what I just saw.
All clips.
All clips, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
he bullied our
Okay.
favorite Max, and he
Oh my God.
recorded.
Look how hot ass Max too.
Wait, what did he just say?
Bullied our
Okay.
favorite Max, and he
Oh my God.
recorded.
Look how
Did he say and he's James Harden? So he's been looking at the chat. He's been looking at the chat. He's been looking at the chat, because how else would he know people were calling him James Harden? Okay. I thought you didn't care about the chat and the clicks and the views or whatever. I thought you thought you logged off. He's been looking at the chat. Like, how else would he fucking know that? He's like mimicking them right now. And I don't think Wardrobe called him James Harden. Maybe he did. I missed it.
hot ass Max too.
I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna mail something to his address to let him know he violated my Maxi Waxy.
First of all,
Be
number
a
one, I'm not
fucking
even say
human
that.
and get out your
You
head.
being human. Girl,
Okay, so-
all
okay.
humans deserve respect.
Like, nobody said that shit. You're just like again, and then when you do shit like that, you're kind of telling on yourself. You're kind of fucking telling on yourself when you do shit like that. Like you fucked up. You know you did wrong, and now you're trying to like play it off as not a big deal, but you know that there's going to be fucking repercussions. There's going to be consequences for this act, and you do. Okay, all right.
You got them little ass
Okay,
glasses on,
so-
you doing the most.
okay, so
Okay, but I'm asking you a question and I'm
okay,
telling you to
but you're not trying to hear-
apologize or don't apologize.
Okay, you see what I'm talking
apologize
about?
or don't
But you're not being
apologize.
a person.
Apologize or don't apologize.
Oh my God.
Apologize or don't apologize.
We are in a Black Mirror
Apologize or
episode.
don't apologize.
Yo, I wish.
I just
okay,
said put the
somebody
cameras
else-
down. What is confronting
Is this your-
some?
This man literally compared Max to Diddy. I want that to be remembered. Like, he compared him. He literally implied that him. He straight up implied that him possibly being gay or expressing himself in this way was akin to being like Diddy, who is a convicted predator, a convicted like like a convicted rapist. So like it's not it's not like he just said some like it's not like he just voiced his opinion. It's not like he just went up to Max and was like, I feel some type of way about this. He straight up did it in the most disrespectful, disgusting way possible. And is now trying to act like it's not that big of a deal.
A Black Mirror episode. What is confronting somebody in Black Mirror? I said put the cameras down.
But you don't even let me finish.
No, I'm not letting you finish because I don't give a fuck what you about to say because it's bullshit.
You don't.
I just said you can put the cameras down and everybody can move out the way. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. What does a Black Mirror episode have to do with motherfucking having a conversation about you disrespecting another motherfucking human being?
You came here to address a
exactly.
Okay,
and I'm asking you, okay, address it. Okay, address it. Go. Address it. Address it. Address it. Address it.
When we go
address
home,
it.
it's just
Address it. Address
you're
it.
not a person.
Address it.
You're not
Go.
a person.
Go. Address it. Address it. Address it. Address it.
You listen, but you don't hear.
Address it. Go.
Okay. So, if I paint my nails and I put it on the media for people to have a perception on, if I want them to like me or I want them to feel like this is me, I painted my nails and I posted it to be perceived. I don't have to be liked. Someone could have an opinion. If I paint,
you're not addressing the motherfucking clip, bitch. You talking about nails being painted. What the fuck do nails got to be painted with you talking about the devil and all of that?
No, but for real, you implied that he had demons. You compared him to Diddy, and you're like, oh, people can have their opinions. They can not like me. Okay, but you did a little bit more than just not liking him. You did a little bit more than just not liking what he was doing. You straight up implied that he was like demonic and doing it as a persona, that he was selling his soul. It's not that. Are we on the same planet? Like, are we in the same universe? Did we cross universes somewhere along the way and now we're talking to a different OJ who said different things? Because it's all on camera. It's all on video. We know what happened. We heard you. Loud and clear. You implied his parents were disappointed in him. You were like, what are you going to tell your son? Like, you said every possible bad thing that you could have said. I don't know what else you could have said that would have been, like, stereotypical and awful that you, like, I don't know what stereotypical awful thing you did not say. Like, I don't think you missed a single thing. Yeah. Like, you hit all the greatest hits, all the homophobia's greatest hits.
I'm asking you what the motherfucking problem is and why you address the clip. Move. I'm not laughing. I don't care. I don't care because disrespect should not be tolerated. Everything was cool until y'all came. Not you, but he came.
Wait, I have a question. Wait, did you call him a demon? I'm just.
I don't have the rest of the clip, but he then asks, like, his friend asks him if he called him a demon. And he's gonna be like, yeah, and he's like, oh, okay, you probably shouldn't have done that. Like, even his friend, when he started to get more of the details, was like, yeah, I don't know about all that, but we should probably end this discussion. He said, did you call him a demon, though? Did you hear that?
I don't care because disrespect should not be tolerated. Everything was cool until y'all came. Not you, but he came.
Wait, I have a question. Wait, did you call him a demon? I'm just.
Did you call him a demon? I'm just asking. Holy shit. Yes, he did. He did. He called him a demon. He said he was Diddy. He said that his parents were disappointed in him. He asked him what he was going to tell his son. Yeah. He did all that shit. All that shit. Said it was a persona, said he was selling his soul. Yep, all of it. All of it. He did all of it. He did all of it. Okay. I had some other stuff here from, because we have this tweet. which nobody homophobic niggas in the 70s. Because again, I'm sure this man has I'm sure this man has received the exact same criticisms that he has just levied at Max. I'm sure that he's been, I'm sure that he's had his sexuality questioned as well, or that he's had his sort of, like intentions questioned as well. So for him to turn around and be like, no, um, it's like no, you're also just it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. It's very silly. It's very stupid. And then there was this other clip that I saw, and this was from, I guess this woman is pregnant, right? I have no idea who this is, but you have OJ here coming up to her.
Y'all, it's hot out here. It's so hot out here.
Oh my gosh. Blessings. Can I touch your baby?
I don't know.
You can't touch your baby?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't like black men touching the baby?
I don't like men touching my baby.
You don't like men touching your baby? Well, I don't know if I like your baby.
That's why you shouldn't touch my baby.
I don't know if I like
right there.
I don't know the
right there. Right fucking there. See, you gotta have goddamn discernment around here. As soon as I said no, I don't want to touch the baby. Oh. So you was coming with negative energy on my stomach. That's what I'm talking about. I should have smacked that shit out of his hand. I should have smacked his hand. Y'all.
Like, hello? Hello? Like, this man's a menace. Like, I don't know if, like like, sir? Sir? But he did do that immediate, and it's like, you could argue he's joking, I guess, but he did do that immediate, oh, hey, like, not that this situation was that, but in a similar situation, like, guy comes up to you at, like, the bar or the club or whatever, expresses interest, and you reject him or whatever, and then he turns around and is like, oh, well, I didn't want you anyways. It's like, well, wait, excuse me. No, that's not true, Ellen. Like, you just, hello. So he did do that immediate, well, like, well, fuck you too then. Oh my god. All right. And now we have our final slide here. This is the thumbnail for the video that OJ uploaded. Doubling, tripling down. We're gonna watch it. This is my first time watching this. This is 12 minutes long, apparently. I have not seen this. I have not seen this at all. I have no context, no information regarding it. I have no idea what the fuck this is gonna be. I have no idea what the fuck he's gonna say. So we're gonna see if this is anything worth watching, I guess. It's 12 minutes. We'll see. Exposing plaqueboymax with proof, he says.
It's not the end of the world, game. Lock in.
I just want to say, after taking the time to analyze the comments I made at SU, I
Fuck out of here. Word of my mother. We smoking on that Five Guys pack. Fuck New York City. Huh. We got all the fucking facts for y'all cuck holders.
Go, nigga.
So today, we broadcast The Starving Reject from Streamer University. He's canceled, he's forgotten, and most of all,
like, it doesn't even matter what this video ends up being. The fact that he's using the situation to farm fucking views and clicks is wild. Like, you're the problem here. You're the one who approached him. You're the one who started this shit. And now you're keeping it going. And I do want to make it clear that this was somebody who Max had elevated in the past. This was somebody who Max had a good relationship with prior to this. So I don't understand why he's having such a crash out reaction over it. Okay.
He's ashamed. How do you plan on redeeming yourself with a 2% speck of grace?
Dora. Since when was demon a slur? Demon home. Rip came out, woo demon. I'm fighting demons. Are you a demon? Fuck. Max, you don't remember me? You don't got games on your phone? The first time we met, I told you not to be bendable. And you told me you were a flexible ruler. And we joked on that topic for nearly 2 hours. You know how I joke. And you always knew how I bantered. You know me.
You're bendable. Okay, I think we're all bendable then for the right nigga, right?
Man, I'm a ruler. What you talking about? I could never fucking bend. I'm a hardwood ruler, nigga. What you talking about, bro?
Is his argument really gonna be that rather than just take accountability for his actions, rather than just accept that he may be fucked up in this situation, he's going to sit here and argue that because they had a conversation in the past where he called him bendable, that means that him coming up to him on stream, what, years later? I don't know, like, how long ago this was, but however, you know, however much time has passed later, coming up to him on camera at Streamer University and launching into a homophobic, misogynistic rant and just shitting all over him in his current, like, vibe, his current, you know, his current style and that sort of thing. And then just his argument is that it was all a joke and you should have known that I was joking, Max. That's his argument. Rather than just being like, oh, I fucked up, I went too far, I overstepped, I thought I was being funny, I thought I was being, you know, silly or cute or whatever, but obviously this wasn't funny to you. Obviously I hurt your feelings and I should just accept that and move on from it. Rather than doing that, we're doing this. We're doing a 12-minute video where you play old. Okay, all right. Nope. Okay, yeah.
Fucking, bro.
Some rulers actually are flexible now, so. Yo, bro, you never had the.
What is this nigga talking about?
You gotta face the fact, bro. And I think you're not being objective right now, bro.
Bro, listen. No, you're not using my term right, bro. Oh, nah, you're right. Nah. Dilo called me and I enlightened him that I wasn't using social media for months at a time. The only thing I came across was the post of your tattoo. I told Dilo, if I painted my nails and I posted it online, I posted it for people to have an opinion or for an extent of validation, not expecting for everyone to agree or like how I express myself, but I should be comfortable with how I express myself regardless of the opinions because I uploaded it
to the media. It's not like someone snuck a picture of my nails and posted it without my consent. I was prepared.
Okay, that's a bullshit fucking argument. That doesn't mean that he can't be fucking upset with the way you expressed your opinion. I mean, even if we just go off of what Max said, he's not even upset with OJ having an opinion on him. He's upset with the way he expressed it and the fact that he did it on camera in front of everybody on stream like that. I'm sure he wouldn't have been happy to hear OJ's opinion, but I don't think it would have been so upsetting to him, especially, again, after people had been making comments and poking fun at him for however long, basically, you know, since he's started in this new era of his and his time and the time that he's been at like Streamer University, people have been shit talking him.
To showcase this. Now, if I had known, bro, you breathing crazy. If I had known that you felt a way emotionally regarding your diva tattoo, I would have never joked on it. But I really wasn't using social media. That can I prove?
And I also just think you weren't joking. You weren't joking. I don't think you were joking. I think you're doing the whole I was joking now that you've, you know, realized that it's upset people and you're trying to downplay it, but I don't think you were joking. I think you were dead serious. I don't think you were making a joke about his tattoo.
I don't know. But all I know is I was playing the satire of the judgmental Caribbean Uncle Clive. Was I playing the character when I told Silky he wasn't woo? Was I playing the character when I told that girl I don't like her unborn baby? Was I playing the character when I told Kai he was ugly and threw fake money in his fucking face? Or am I just the old, lace, crippling man that's a demon? Was I playing the character when I told Duke in King 6-8 that I hate them for absolutely no reason? Oh, I'm just really the cuckolder. If it was Michael Blackson or Dave Chappelle, it would have been funny because the media understands the character that they play. But because the media doesn't know me or understand my character,
I mean, sure, but I think that there are comedians out there who know their sort of place and they wouldn't make a joke that they weren't sure wouldn't be perceived as a joke. So again, at best, you made a bad joke, and the way to remedy that would just be to apologize rather than doubling, tripling down. So at worst, you made a bad joke, and you don't care that you made a bad joke, but you want to rehabilitate your image enough so that people aren't mad at you. I think it's more the latter than it is the, you know, former, but that's just me.
I gotta be the side character, the background character, until I'm the main character. But what if I already feel like,
what is this man talking about? Like, this is all because he can't just apologize, bro. Come on. What are we doing?
The main character. Touch me, boy! I can't be the main because I don't have enough views yet. Why you touching me? Fish?
So that's like the thought that everybody gotta have. Like, what do they look like, touch like, feel like?
She don't want to see what my ear feel like. This whole entire year, my content has been about portraying the evil character of what social media is to others. What's wrong with playing the villain when everyone plays the saint? Isn't every streamer performing?
Okay. But if you're gonna play the villain, then you gotta live with the consequences of playing the villain. Like, you don't get to play the villain and then just not have people think you're the villain. That's part of playing the villain, is people think you're the villain. And they treat you like you're the villain. So if that's what you're doing here, if you're playing the character, if you're playing the role of the villain because you think everybody is playing the saint, then yeah, people are going to be upset with you for playing the villain. Like, you don't get to play the villain and then get to, like, go out to tea with everybody afterwards. It's not how that works. I mean, if you're gonna play the villain, if you're gonna play the role, then you're gonna play the role. And you're gonna play the role all the time. Like, you don't get to, like, stop playing the villain and be like, "Oh, okay, now I'm not the villain," because it's like you're not actually playing a role. Like, you're not actually like if people aren't in on you playing the villain, then you just come off as a villain. People have to actually be in on the bit that you're doing, and it seems like Max was not in on it, so you just came off as the villain. Whoops.
Even the good ones like Yana. Even Yana told me she got tired of holding her tongue. The apology was sincere. You know this. Your right-hand man's called me, and he told me I didn't read the room. I told him that I embodied the character of Ryuk as I slid behind you. I had on my shades at a slight angle so I could not see your facial reactions, jeopardizing some aura of mine. But my question to you is, why should I have told you that off stream if that's how we joke and banter on stream?
Motherfuckers need to just fucking go join community theater instead of doing all this bullshit. Like, y'all go audition for your local community theater instead of doing all this theatrical bullshit, all right? Your theaters need you. Your local theater scene needs you, okay? You can get it out of your system. You don't need to do all this shit. Oh my god. I.
If I wasn't joking and I was serious, why should I have said that privately when you have done all of those things publicly? What separates our character if we both play one? Since when did the word demon become a slur? How did the word demon cancel me?
I mean, look, I don't think he's genuinely asking here, but demon, when used in the context of somebody's, like, sexuality and implying that somebody diverging from the norm is demonic, is a very long held precedent. Like, that's a stereotypical attack of, like, gay people, of just anybody who's not in the sort of like, normal, like, conforming to, what is expected of people. Like, calling them like demonic and implying that their soul is, like, corrupt or something like that. That's a common stereotypical thing that has a sort of historical precedent with it. So that's why I assume people are, having a stronger reaction to him using the term demon. It also implies a sort of religious viewpoint of it, which adds another layer. A lot of people have personal experiences when it comes to the church and their own experiences with homophobia. So that's also probably another thing. I think people are maybe just having a reaction to that based on that alone. It definitely evokes a feeling of, perhaps they have experienced a sort of religious sort of like persecution from people who share their religion or whatever. So yeah, that's probably why people are hung up on the word demon.
I won't point fingers, but I'll point something meaner.
Okay, why did you call him a demon? Where did the demon comment come on? Was that for all gay people? That's my question. So
the demon comment
was that just for him or all gay people? Because that's the part I wanted to know. The demon comment
was just Caribbean satire.
Alright, and you know in Caribbean satire they always have Westmont too. They have things like that.
And you a nigga, so stay in your place. Stay in your place, nigga. Stay in your place. Fat ass nigga, fuck you talking about?
Some kind of way, you know, a lot of niggas, boo. This just is my place.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Get everything off your chest, cause they still gonna clip you back anyway, so it really don't matter.
Indubitably. That nigga's on my dick. Fuck. That nigga's on my dick, like shit like that, like New York City. That nigga's on my dick. Nigga, I am not homophobic, gang. If I was homophobic, why would I have made all those videos in the past years, joking in COVID, fake twerking, sometimes working, around the Caribbean barrel before I got deported? Gang, I was joking. I dress feminine in a way. Look at my hair with the gold. Come on, gang. Bro, just respect my boundaries. You see what I'm saying?
Like it. It just has like the little.
Leave me alone. Pause this. Should I be apologizing to the community?
Like I said, again, at best you made a bad joke, and the solution to that would have been to apologize. It would have just been to have said, "I'm sorry, I fucked up. It was a bad bit. I thought it was funny. It wasn't." And then you move on. Like, if he hadn't doubled down and tripled down and done all this shit, I don't think that people would have been talking about it for nearly as much as they were. And again, I think it's less about OJ and more about the overall conversation be around Max recently, because it wasn't just OJ. Like, there were other people who said, you know, smart things or like slide comments or whatever. And at the end of the day, I do just think that this was the straw that broke the camel's back. This was ultimately what upset Max to the point where he, you know, he needed the break. He needed to step away.
Really? Should I be apologizing to the gay community now?
No.
Like really? Like I'm trying.
You're not supposed to apologize to nobody but Max.
Okay.
Yo, it don't even gotta be yo Max. I'm sorry. You can just be like, yo, bro, my fault. Nigga, I ain't even know.
Nigga, that nigga's a bitch. Nigga, that nigga's a bitch. Why is he even feeling any type of way when at the end of the day you a grown ass man and he's a grown ass man? You can feel any way you want to feel, the same way he could feel the way he want to feel. So at the end of the day, you address something and that's your opinion. And people want to feel some.
Like, he keeps saying it's a joke, but then he has, like, his friend here who's doing this whole thing where he's like, oh, but it was your opinion, you know? You said your opinion, and that's it. So was it his opinion, or was it a joke? Was it his opinion, or was it a joke? Which one is it? You're contradicting yourself here. Like, are they supposed to be the fucking angel and devil on his shoulder? Is that what's happening here? Like, one of them is saying, you know, his, like, good thoughts, and the other one is saying his, you know, bad thoughts. And if that's the case, the one saying his bad thoughts just said that it was his opinion. Is it your opinion, or is it a joke? Which one is it? You can't have it both ways.
Way about being judged. At the end of the day, we judge niggas every day, no matter if it's plaqueboymax or anything.
They can suck balls. Really? I really feel that way. Because even if I make a mistake in the media, if I feel sorry in the moment, what else can I do? Yeah, but I won't apologize 100 times. Once and twice and get off these.
You didn't apologize once. When confronted about it, you doubled down. Like, if you had gone after Max, maybe like on stream and been like, hey Max, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that upset you that much. Like, that's my bad. uh like even then, I think that would have been better than whatever the fuck you did. So, okay, sure. No, sure, sure, sure.
Am I supposed to say, Plaqueboymax, please forgive thee? No, nigga. And that's where I came and I apologized because I told him I wasn't using social media, so I wasn't aware how it emotionally affected him. But nobody believes that I wouldn't use social media because everybody's chronically online with social media. That's why I'm breathing.
No, motherfucker, it's because it's your job. It's your fucking job. That's why nobody thinks you're offline. It's not because, like, yeah, everybody's online, everybody's on social media, blah, blah, blah. But you particularly, people are not going to believe that you're not online because it's your fucking job. Your whole job is online.
Right now. That's why I'm present. That's why I could laugh. That's why I could make this. Because I was never consuming your opinions on what I said anyways.
What if some people...
I could understand that, yo, I gave this nigga a belt for 8, 9, 10 minutes, but bro, in the towns, bro, especially because I wasn't on social media, nigga, I'm joking like how I joke real life. I'm dead just joking. And what if the joke...
I mean, there's a whole conversation we could have about, like, casual homophobia and how people are just willing to casually engage in homophobia and make jokes about, that kind of thing, but that's a whole other topic for a whole other day. Um but we could definitely have that discussion at some point if you want to if you want to make the argument that you're just being yourself, you're just joking. Well, I mean, maybe there's something to explore there. Maybe there's something to unpack there. Maybe the jokes that you tell on a regular basis, maybe your natural, inclinations are worth examining a little bit. Maybe it's time to unpack the kind of jokes you make. Maybe it's time to evaluate the things that you think are funny and ask yourself if maybe they're not so funny. Maybe maybe there's a little bit of a reason that these things might not be so funny to some people. I don't know. Just an idea. Just a thought.
This was a little too harsh. That's where I apologize. But my intent wasn't bad. That's why I can't feel bad. And my thing is,
See, that's not an apology. That's not an apology. My intent wasn't bad, so I can't feel bad. Yeah, okay. That's a great apology. I'm sure that will really hit home. That'll really make Max feel better. That'll really make, anybody who was upset by this feel like you have really taken accountability and that you actually don't hold these opinions. Because if the argument is that it was a joke, that it's not your real opinion, you're not really acting like it. You're not.
if I didn't directly say something to the community and I just said, boy, I did, man, bro, this is Caribbean regular city shit. Boy, I did, man, boy, you pick up a book for morning, boy, watch it, boy, watch yours for morning, I did, man. What? It was people on campus with bigger presences than me saying the F slur. But that didn't matter. So why did my comment matter? Was it a joke? And a character?
Well, again, I do think that there's a conversation to be had about casual homophobia. Yeah, there were again, he's not the only person who said some shit to Max. He's not the only person who said some shit to Max over the time that he was there. So he is, he's right. There were definitely other people who were being homophobic and shit. It doesn't excuse what he did, but yeah, you're not wrong. But that doesn't mean that we should just be okay with the homophobia. That means that there's work to be done to unpack the homophobia and deal with it.
Character I was playing, and did it hold some truth? My question is, if Max didn't cry.
See, it's like, do you actually, is it your opinion or was it a joke? Like you keep going back and forth. You keep going back and forth.
Would this have been as big of a situation? My other question is, people say my delivery, I shouldn't have done it on stream. But it's like, don't we do everything on stream? Weren't all the acts public? So what happens when I say something public? It's too harsh and it's too abrasive. Well, what happens if I apologize for my delivery? Oh, but you're still homophobic. Oh, but I just don't like him. Oh, but he's not honest. Oh, but he's not telling the truth. You think all your favorite streamers are playing their real selves and being the true character you see online because they're playing the good character? Fucking dickhead. The media always sees white and black. They never see gray. So I said, let me play the villain. Let me just woke up roast, woke up joke, ah-da-da-da. And I have to understand I can't joke with everybody like that. But Max, didn't we joke harsher before?
What? Okay, anyways. Oh my god. Here, let's see what the rest of this says. Since people have so much strong opinions, I will be streaming outside for anyone to pull up and do or say what they want. Also, every word in this fucking thing is capitalized. I want that to be acknowledged. The moment any of us chooses to share part of ourselves publicly, we also invite interpretation. Some people will celebrate it, some will criticize it, some will joke about it. That's the cost of expression in a public space. No one is entitled to universal approval, and no one can control how every person reacts. The only thing any of us can control is whether we remain secure enough not to let every opinion become our identity. So couldn't I say the same to you? I mean, you voiced your opinion on Max and his self-expression, and now people are voicing their opinion on your opinion. And then you made a 12-minute long video whining about it. But I thought that you need to remain secure enough not to let every opinion become your identity. If you're not homophobic, if you truly believe deep down that you're not homophobic, then it shouldn't bother you that people are saying you're homophobic. It shouldn't be such a big deal that people are calling you homophobic if you deep down know that you're not homophobic and you don't care what people think of you. Then why are we even here? Because, I think you do care a little bit, and you do know that what you said was homophobic. You feel some type of way about getting called out, and now you're throwing a hissy fit about it. Nah, this about to blow up like no tomorrow. The internet will have a field day. This is one of the worst responses to a controversy I've seen since the Logan Paul apology video. This person did not see the Colleen Ballinger ukulele video somehow. Somehow this person missed the Colleen Ballinger ukulele video. And I do think that's worse than the Logan Paul one, because while what Logan Paul did was worse, okay, well, yeah, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think that they're both really bad. But what Logan Paul did probably is perceived by people as worse. You know, photographing someone's deceased body after they had taken their own life and putting it on YouTube. Yeah. So, and that's that apology. At the very least, Logan was attempting to appear remorseful. He was attempting to put on a display of remorse, of like, I feel bad for what I did. I'm trying to take accountability for my actions. He attempted to at least play that part, whether it was genuine or not. You can, have your debates. Colleen, the ukulele video, she just did not give a fuck. Like, she just straight up wrote a whole fucking song about her being the real victim, essentially, and how the internet was just going to crucify her. It was actually very similar to this video in tone and like in sort of defensiveness. And so I do think it's closer to Colleen's video than to Logan's video. I wonder if anybody actually said that. I'm curious now. I'm kind of curious. Anybody? No. We don't have any Any Colleen Ballinger people aware over here. Oh my god. Yep. Let me play the villain, but I don't have to hold any accountability when I take it too far. Like that's the thing. It's like if you're gonna play the villain, then actually accept it. Like take the fucking take the consequences of playing the villain. Take the consequences. This is not an exposing video. This is a fever dream for us viewers. This guy's lost his mind. This whole thing got blown out of proportion. I mean, I agree in the sense that he could have just said sorry and moved on. Brother, you said his family and future children should be ashamed of him. Thank you. He's acting like he just went up to Max and was like, "Hey, I don't really like how you're expressing yourself these days," which I think still would have been pretty shitty to do. I think that would have still been a pretty fucked up thing to do to somebody. Like, I don't think you need to do that to somebody. You don't need to make somebody feel shitty like that. But he also was like, "Hey man, what are you gonna tell your son? Hey man, your parents are disappointed in you. Hey man, you're a demon. You're like Diddy. Like you're selling your soul for clout." Like he went in on him. He went fucking in on him. He went fucking in on him. People have been clowning Max for months. It's only a problem when he starts crying. Now everyone want to jump on the wave. I mean, I think that this actually is missing the point, but it kind of says like what's happened here. People have been clowning on Max for months. I do just think that OJ happened to be the last straw. Like that was the moment where he felt like it happened on camera at Streamer University. You know, he's at this big event. He's like, you know, having a good time. People have been saying shit about him for however long. They've been saying shit about him in person at the event, like at Streamer University, and it finally just became too much. It finally got to a point where it was just too much for him to handle, and he was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm upset. Like I'm mad." Um, you know, like him rooming with the wardrobe, and then having people comment about that. It just like it compounded. So I do think that this person is kind of missing the forest for the trees here, because I mean people have been clowning on Max for months. That's kind of why this is such a big deal. It's because he finally had like the gut reaction where like he finally had that reaction where he like couldn't take it anymore. So I don't know. It's just been a whole fucking thing. I don't know why he made this fucking video. I think it's totally possible that you just you just made a bad joke. You just made a bad joke. And instead of apologizing, instead of just just taking care of this, you had to let it turn into a whole fucking thing. Like, I do think he's farming it a little bit also at this point for, you know, clout and views and shit. Because if he wants to play the villain, then by all means, I guess, do it. But again, you have to be willing to accept the consequences that come along with being the villain. If you're gonna be the villain, you have to accept the consequences that are going to be people are not going to want to, you know, fuck with you. People are not going to want to interact with you. I think another person who perhaps fits this bill or doesn't anymore but did for the longest time would be like Trisha Paytas, right? Someone who I'd argue played the villain in many different situations, whether obviously her like mental health, you know, is a factor there. So, I'd be careful with like labeling her as like, the villain, but a lot of people would definitely view her as such in many different situations. So, I do think that that's somebody who I think at least now sort of recognizes that there are people who are going to feel some type of way about what she has said and done. If I'm going to give even just like a slight amount of credit to Trisha in that regard, I think it's that she wouldn't crash out like this at this point. um, but holy shit. It's just if you're going to play the villain, you have to be willing to accept it. And you have to be willing to accept that people aren't going to want to fuck with you. People are going to feel some type of way about you. People are going to not want to be around you because you bring bad vibes to the fucking table. That's that is all I had for this. So I will wrap this little segment up here. We can move on, but yep. Yep. That's everything with plaqueboymax and OJ, and again, this whole thing is just very much obviously homophobia, but it's the kind of thing that really only happens when it's the kind of thing that happens when you have such like a I mean just like misogyny and like patriarchy influencing like everything. Because why are you so worried about what another man is doing? Why does that bother you so much? Why do you feel the need to express your opinion on it? Okay. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. It's just weird to me. I have questions. I have concerns. I think that maybe you should reconsider. Reconsider your approach to things. Um yeah, that's pretty that's I think that's everything. I think that's everything. I don't want to think about this anymore. I don't want to think about this OJ guy anymore. May I never have to think about him again. And I hope Max has fun with his Prince era. I hope he has fun on his diva shit. I hope he's having a good time. I hope he keeps living his life, doing his thing. This also sparked a whole conversation about homophobia in like the black community, which I fucking hate when that happens because it's it's like a hyper focus on the black community, but homophobia is just still a problem. It's just still a problem. Like we can see that it's just still a problem across the board, I think. I don't think we need to hyper focus on the black community and be like it's a problem that we need to fix in the black community. Like it's a problem we need to fix across the board. And and it does and it does just kind of I don't know, lean into some not great things when you hyper focus on it as like a black community issue. I don't know. It just feels like don't like that. Not a fan of that. Don't love that. Not that I think it's not like something that we need to, deal with, but it's something that needs to be dealt with across the board. So, anyway, that is it. I'm going to wrap that up here. I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, wishing Max the best with his Prince shit. Hope he's vibing with his tattoos and shit. Love that for him. Love that for him. Fuck OJ and fuck people who don't fucking have any empathy or care for other people. There is definitely a conversation to be had here about the communities that we build online. And there it is just as a this is the last this is the last point I'll make here, but as a black woman, as a queer woman, it does just really it does become very frustrating because there are very few places online where I feel safe, where I feel comfortable. Like I'm going to encounter something, right? If it's not misogyny, it's going to be homophobia. If it's not homophobia, it's going to be racism. If it's not racism, it's going to be misogyny, etc. So there's going to be something. And so I do try, I try to like make this into a space where people like myself at least feel comfortable, feel safe, where everybody can feel safe, but especially people like myself. So that is just one thing that I hope people try and do going forward, is to make your communities, places where marginalized groups can feel comfortable, where, queer people can feel comfortable, black and brown people can feel comfortable, etc., etc., etc. Like, I would not feel comfortable in OJ's community. I don't think I would feel comfortable in his community right now. That's, that's. I don't know how comfortable I would feel in Max's community overall, but right now I think I'd probably take Max's community over OJ's, but that's just a personal opinion, I suppose. Anyway, that's it for this topic. I'm gonna wrap this up. If you're watching this on YouTube later, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that lovely shit. And thank you so much. Bye. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Oh. I could wrap the stream up here, and I probably will in a little bit, but the second thing I wanted to talk about, and I still don't know if I want to talk about this, because I don't know that I have anything to say other than what I've already said. Oh, I did want to look at this, actually. I meant to look at this yesterday, but today's fine. Hold on. So, we talked yesterday a little bit about the whole... Hold on, let me see if I can't get the video here. But we talked yesterday about David Pakman and his sort of weird response to Hassan and the Young Democrats convention or whatever, and DSA and all that shit. And so Ethan Klein, I guess he had some shit to say too. So I guess he's on a road trip. I have not been paying attention to Ethan. I have not been keeping up with Ethan. Everything I see about Ethan is basically stuff that makes its way onto my timeline, onto my feed. So I don't know what he's up to. I guess he's on a road trip or something. But he called in, I guess, to his podcast, or his the After Hours podcast, which is Girl with the Microphone and like Harley and some other guy who I don't know. And he had some interesting things to say. Like, this man is unhinged. They said a lot of shit. I honestly get so frustrated, because if you just watched some of my content and like watched like the times that I mentioned like Hassan Piker, you would think that I'm like a huge Hassan fan or something like that. I just find people lying about him to be very obnoxious. Like, I have no problem if you have your own personal like issues with him, if you don't like him or whatever. Like, that's fine. But when you start making up shit, or you start like misrepresenting shit, that just annoys me. That pisses me off. And it's like I like Hassan. I think he's fine. But I'm not someone who's gonna like go to war for the guy. And yet you have motherfuckers out here who will just lie and say the most like random fucking shit. Like, they'll lie about what he says and stuff like that. Like, Girl with a Microphone said something about him supporting like Russia or something. It's just not true. It's like you just made that up because you don't like him. And I like that. What else will you make up because you don't like somebody? Like, I don't think you're an honest person. I think people should know that you're not an honest person.
Listen, AIPAC's not even close to the biggest spender in terms of political donations. Like, Qatar spends more money than AIPAC.
You don't hear about that ever at all.
And what they're doing is influencing universities to basically, it's this like this.
So he's literally repeating like the most right-wing conservative talking points. I've heard this shit from like Tucker Carlson or like Patrick Bet David. Like this is like Patrick Bet David has made this argument verbatim to Mehdi Hassan about Qatar's influence versus Israel's. You can go watch the Mehdi Hassan Patrick Bet David debate, conversation, whatever you want to call it. And Patrick Bet David, he brings up Qatar and he specifically talks about spending on campuses, which is what Ethan is talking about here. This is right-wing conservative talking points straight from Ethan Klein, but don't let him hear you call him a right-winger or a conservative or a Zionist or anything like that. He'll lose his fucking mind.
Islamo Communist Alliance, which is, it's like a perfect marriage between, the anti-West ideologies, so that they just long enough so that they can tear it down. And
anti-West ideologies. Why do you have such reverence for the West? Like, why do you have such a natural, like, the West must be protected at all costs? Like, I don't think about it like that, Like, I don't think about it like that. I'm not like scandalized if I hear somebody express a negative opinion about the West. It's not like the end of the world. Like, I'll be okay. They're probably right.
And turn on each other the minute that
right,
that they achieve their goals. But right now, their common goals is tearing down the Western civilization, and they both believe that is the highest, most important order, right? Beyond anything. I mean, the left should have no rightful association with the Islamic fucking Guard of Iran that like outlaws homosexuality, forces gay people to transition, beats women to death for not wearing scarves, disallows music and celebrating in public. Like, what the fuck is leftist about that? Like, that's the most austere, right, conservative, theocratic, autocratic institution there is. There should be no alliance, but their highest, most important ideal is the fall of the West.
Right.
And then you have Kate just, right. She got to keep that job. Right. She can't risk upsetting Ethan. She gotta keep that job. Just right. Oh yeah, they don't talk about that. Here, hold on. Yeah, so
Gifting him out with people.
Anyway, it's fucking insane. He's fucking insane. I do not know what it will take for people to realize that Ethan Klein is just off his goddamn fucking rocker at this point. Like, he's not well. He is not okay. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know what to say to that. That's very very much Ethan. Just very much Ethan. He's gonna keep doing whatever the fuck he do, I guess, and I'm just gonna keep trying to ignore him. I'm just gonna keep trying to ignore him. Alright. Let's see here. Because the last thing I wanted to talk about was a fucking tweet. Because 1 second. I'm gonna keep this real quick and simple. I'm actually not even sure I can show that. I mean, I probably can show this, right? I don't know, actually. Actually, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this on stream. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. A certain somebody made a tweet that was particularly disgusting, and I do think that there's a time when we gotta anti-black racism is always going to be fucking something that people can overlook. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. People are going to continue to overlook anti-black racism, and it's going to continue to be an issue. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. I gotta figure out what the fuck this fucking. This is a clip of Trump talking about some shit. I guess about like the shooting at that one dinner, the correspondence dinner. But I'm confused by the caption.
But after hearing the gunshots, many people yelled, get down, which caused Nicki Minaj to start twerking. Do you believe it?
What? Wait, what is he talking about?
Get down. She's the only one that really understood what that meant. It's quite an evening. But tonight we come back together to answer.
God, like, is this like the most racist ass motherfucking guy in a room full of like mostly white people making making a joke about Nicki Minaj, or like what is happening?
To show that in America we do not yield.
Okay, I'm done. Like, is he like he's making a joke about like Nicki Minaj twerking, and as much as I don't fuck with Nicki Minaj, especially these days, I do think that was just not a good joke. Like that was just like a shit. That was like just a shit joke. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it with that. That's it. That's the stream. I'm gonna go. I have a lot of shit to edit, a lot of shit to work on. Things are gonna be a little weird for a while because I am trying to clean up my space, trying to rearrange my space right now, get a desk in here, get a new computer, that kind of thing. So I am gonna be a little bit inconsistent for a while. Might be missing some streams here and there, slower videos, that sort of thing, but hopefully it will be worth it in the end. And it'll be a new era for the channel when everything is said and done. So bear with me, but that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching all that lovely shit. Take care of yourselves. Check out my links down below. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out of here. Yep, thank you. And goodbye.